allow one to come back in. Hold on one second, because people would think this person don't even. You have one thing to do was what I'm hearing, and you decided to multiply yourselves in a such a way. And that's why I said about court TV. You one of these fraud, fake testimony, fake. You the one that be trapping them kids. I had that dream when you jumped in my dream that one day when I was watching your channel. And I saw all them kids crying in there. Their souls were crying. Save us. Walking around there lost because you took their souls and you gave it to people for some type of new life or something like this. And I know which masculine energy that you connected to. You, and it's another feminine here. And all these people about to be bound. All of these people is about to be bound. Because I'm hearing somebody saying like, I was just watching one of her videos. She's like, oh, somebody's more powerful or something like this. Ain't nobody more powerful. These are the facts. Nobody is being haughty or something like this. There could be somebody more powerful. Let me reframe that. But there is none higher. So when you think you're powerful, like they did in the garden, they took that fruit. We just might be. You think about they did something in one day or something when God came back in the garden. It could be 1,000 years between the time when they found that tree and they was in the garden, and then God found out that they was taking fruit from it. And still somebody is thriving, and still somebody is going forward, and still everything that's behind that person is being blocked. Everything that's behind the Queen of Wands and the upright is being blocked. They thought that they was going to block the Queen of Wands or whatever this is. All right. A Queen of Wands also could be seen as some type of warrior or somebody that keeps fighting. Hold on one second. Having this masculine mate with this girl or something while they were in a marriage with me. The thing is, the only way out of it is through me. The only way to the Father is through me. The only way out of it is through me. So how you gonna end me when you taking my DNA and creating you and bringing you back as me? This is all about position. Somebody is mad. There's a witch that's like raging or something, and put it in like the lower heavens, or they put it in fame or something like that. I don't understand that the energy that these people generate off of fans, right? But also I'm getting like a fan is something that cools you off. So somebody could be feeling like they hot, or somebody could be burning, or maybe they have so many fans because some of these people are straight from hell. Okay, they cooled down here. So somebody is mad. Okay, but they want me to say it the other way around, but we're gonna say it like that. We're gonna keep it like that. So we got the Queen of Cups energy and then the moon. Something is being uncovered about this Queen of Cups energy. This could be like a Mommy Watson energy that's in reverse. And we got TikTok boom at the top of the whole thing. So if these people think that they're getting away with something, you might as well think again. But let's see. We could be finding out something in this text. We got when Judas overthrows Nikar, Ni, Cano. All right. Something could also have something to do with Nick Cannon. Some could also have something to do with the interview between Nick Cannon and Kanye West. Because if this is Drake and Kanye in the past, and these are my two wands as the world card energy, they could have been upright when they tried to hurry up and hide this child or something like this in the garden in the past. But if they doing something like this now, this shit is about to blow. All right, because the reasoning is not the child, it's the reasoning that you thought that you was going to water down and dilute what God already made and go like the Lord God and start sapping up this stuff with water and clay and all this other stuff and create something else in the likeness because you can't face God. All right, it says Judas, a sword of gold, saying, take this holy sword, a gift. Somebody gave somebody away to someone from God. So this is Judas saying this. Now it's not saying Judas is a chariot. This is what I call him. It's not saying Judas is a chariot or is a chariot. That's what I call him. Okay. It's just saying this is just Judas here. Okay. And then it says, so somebody could have took somebody as a gift or something, and they could have harmed this person or changed them or altered them. It says, wherewith thou shall have overthrown the adversaries of the people of Israel. Okay, but let's go back here because I want to know who we're talking about in this part. And it says, but when Necan, I don't know why I'm thinking this is that gotta be. It's making me think about Judas. If this Gemini was a Judas back then, and when they did the interview with Nick Cannon, something significant happened here. Or when Nick Cannon did that interview with when Nick Cannon did that interview with Umar Johnson, and they kind of got on him a little bit. I think could be something around this time. Anyways, these are just markers in the story that Judas was in the places of Samaria. He proposed to set upon him with all the violence of the Sabbath day. And when the Jews that were constrained to follow him said, do not act so fiercely and barbarously, but give honor to the day. Now, this could be a certain day. This could be within the past, 1 to 5 days here, 15 days, 2 days, or something like this. But it says, give honor to the day. So this could be a person, that somebody that brightens up some man, just a mere man, or just an entertainer, or just somebody's day. Somebody is trying to reduce somebody to, this could be like a underworld king. This could be like this could be like a Hades energy or something like this. Okay, because I heard that song Hallelujah, like in the sense of like God is working something out last night. But then when I woke up this morning, I heard Hallelujah, and somebody's like, you used to be my sweetest song. But the person keeps sending me that song for about 6 months. So somebody just salty. Somebody just salty. You understand? Because whoever this is, they didn't never show you that. They never told you that. This is also this person here that's they're trying to go behind your back and use a clone to go to marriage counseling to stay married to you. But the marriage is illegal. Because whoever this is, you estranged the marriage and went off on a journey with the devil and with Hollywood or some shit like this, and you left behind and you thought somebody was not good enough, and motherfucker, whoever this person is, the DNA that run through this person, they are Hollywood. They will be owning Hollywood. It is motherfucking Hollywood. And you thought you took the deal from the dirty ones. You took the deal from the devil. And you got pulled in that way because all these people have their own individual storyline in their own different way that they made it to the entertainment industry. It's like flying to prison. It's just another form of prison. Like they say, you can't be having a felony and be the president, or you can't. Some of these people have felonies and everything. They're not even expunged. You caught already. Cause the way that I know is because I'm not waiting for any motherfucking body on this planet to give a fuck about me, to know that I'm gonna stand 10 toes down and I'm gonna get everything that God got for me. Now, for earthly fathers and shit like this, these people that left me these inheritances and somebody let them steal it and stuff like that, I said what God got for me. It ain't gonna be no motherfucking Donald Trump talking about no birthright, motherfucker, cause you don't run back older than me. America first. You say it out your own mouth, and if these people run around here thinking Donald Trump or Elvis or Kanye West or one of these motherfuckers or Drake is God, you out your motherfucking mind. You out of your mind. Get thee beneath me, motherfucker, and we'll see how high we go. These are all, and even that we talk about Inanna, motherfucker, y'all them lions and shit that's sitting beneath me, underneath my motherfucking feet, and the two wise motherfuckers that's sitting on the side. It's the same thing when it comes to the world card. Them two owls is the same thing as those two batons in the world card's hand. Somebody that lost your motherfucking mind over a bitch. This could be somebody trying to battle you over a bitch that's supposed to be you, but the brain is sucked out, so it's just a robot that do whatever the fuck this person wanted to do. Somebody crazy. This could also be somebody trying to tell you or me about being angry or furious or talking to black people some kind of way. Black people, you motherfuckers is under judgment, bitch. Don't play with me. Don't nobody get no motherfucking pass at all. That mean the people that got a black mind, a black heart, a black spirit, a black soul, black skin, motherfucker. I don't care what you got. Everybody under judgment. These people is unhappy within themselves, so they go and create shit in technology or big tech. And you talking about spirituality. This is a war on big tech, motherfucker. You is big tech. You don't have no spirit in your body or nothing like this. All you do is manipulate time, energy, and people in order to make it seem like you something that the fuck you not. And you go for other women that you save and scrape up from these poor countries, just like y'all let all the Mexicans come up here so they can vote. You scrape up these motherfuckers from these poor countries, you give them a couple things or give them the life that you should have just gave to the main person that you had, that God showed you in the first place, and you didn't choose that. You went and did 90-day motherfucking fiance and brought somebody from the Philippines or some shit like this. And when you did, nigga, you lost your spot. Because it wasn't the time for that. Right? These could be Lord of hosts about to be put in their fucking place. So it says, because I'm good today. Ain't nobody gonna take shit from me. Mm-hmm. It says, behold, with all things, that unhappy man asks if there are a mighty one in heaven. So these unhappy people, or these people are unhappy with a situation. I go with the flow, baby. So these people all day, all night they're unhappy with the, oh no, we can't allow this, or no, that's not right, or something like this. Always unhappy about somebody else's wealth or somebody else's stuff. Right? Here's that tower right there. Here's this tower right here coming down on these people for your craft counsel against me. I said, this ain't about us. I woke up this rising and God said, no, you have to redirect that. It's not about them. It's not about what they talking about, or we are the chosen one. No, it's about the one that's bringing this. It's about the one that's bringing this to everything that you thought you would replace me and have exist. That's the one with the iron fist. These people, I'm feeling good today. Y'all done got me lit. All right. So it says, well, so they're asking if there's a mighty one in heaven, okay, that had commanded. Now, see, that's crazy. Because if somebody ain't mighty, they just a puppet. Then what you gonna get? Somebody that will sell out the whole country just so it can make it look like they still the one, or they were the one all along, or this person that's coming and everybody raving about this person and they're lying. This has to be a king of something. This has to be the best of something. This has to be Jackson, Elvis, Prince is one of these. But I told you, the king of kings is the king over them motherfucking kings. The king of kings is the king that makes them look like they're earthly kings. You don't mean to tell me you not excited that some of your guides is these people or something like this? No, because I see what they did to me in the past. Why would I? Anybody that's want to be in a gang with people that had to beat them up or humiliate them or something, you already beneath me because you done failed for the okie dokie. You ain't convincing me no time never that you got to hurt me in order to bring me into something and love me. Especially these groups depend on people that were hurt at home or around people, or rejected by society, or pushed out by witches or something like this. And these mothers that were pushed out by witches, and you want me to feel the way that instead of you on the other side and you could do something to help or stop it, but you don't like me so much because my reality is not the same as yours, that you want me to go through what you went through. You want so this could be the Fitzgerald energy, and you about to lose your motherfucking life too. Your whole lineage is gonna get ripped the fuck out, because I'm pretty sure these people that's sitting up in these lineages, like the Johnsons, a whole bunch of mutts. You took the Johnsons and you took Johns, or you took them Johnsons and you just put any motherfucking body in that bloodline or anybody on the roster. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of mutts. Witches, all these things, you put them in there. There's no value to them. There's no nothing. It's just a whole bunch of them. You got the dead. You got the this and that in there. You got all kind of shit up in that damn family tree. All the generations of the people that was jealous of Jesus, and then wanted to, and oh, I can't latch into this, but all you think about day and night is how you can. All you think in your whole heart is how you can, and how you in the perfect thing. I said, if somebody found out that the Messiah was a female for sure this time, or it was gonna come out this time and change the whole the whole narrative, and you pulled out all the stops, and the buck motherfucker stopped right here. It's about to stop right here. Queen of Swords, you and your friends. These motherfuckers still got the same friends from school. You run around with them rotten ass people. You tell them, and you be online having these bitches walk away from this person, walk away from that man, walk away from this family, and you motherfuckers been friends since third grade with them microchips, and you running around here tormenting and terrorizing, running like around here like some fucking street gang. Hit them up style, hitting motherfuckers up for they shit. New devils, new levels. You just know how to do different things because you're a demon. You already detached from humanity. You can't say these things out loud because it's under your protocol. I'm not the same, baby. It ain't the same over here. Some ain't the same. And some masculine energy, you getting your ass in trouble because you didn't have to send that person over here and pretend to like me or something like this or whatever that is. It ain't gonna matter to me if the motherfucker do or don't, if they walk away or stay. But you thought that you would restrain real friendship, love, encouragement, support from me. And the first person that showed it to me that I was just going to let this person fall head over heels and let this person do anything to me. And when you seen it wasn't going to happen, you start taking everything behind the scenes. So because you know I can't see because I'm down here as the earthling, even though I'm not. See? And so you try to do all that stuff, and now you're burdened, Ten of Wands, trying to claim a false victory. You know, throughout history, this is what these people do the whole time. The whole time playing a false victory. Yep, you going to Johnny, or I know I did this person wrong and kept them out, but you mean they're gonna win anyway? I gotta give them money, or I gotta share. Yes, you don't share, nigga. I'm cutting your hands and your feet and your tongue and your head off, and I'm gonna siphon all the information out your brain. I'm gonna use my angels to do it, so I don't get my hands dirty yet because I need to be where I need to be before I do. And guess what? You through. Whatever y'all did, I was just telling this child, don't let nobody tell you shit. If you don't want to do something, don't do it. I don't care what the obligation is. You got an obligation to yourself first. So we got the devil energy out here. Somebody could be going to jail and they want to know why because somebody was in this devil energy here. Right? This could be a Balaam energy. Okay. This could also be a Moloch or somebody that sacrifices children. Yeah, sacrifices children to these people. Or these girls to these men and say, oh, just go scratch your identity clean like the Pharaoh or the Russell person that lived across the street from me. That I don't know how that child got entangled up in that stuff in Chicago. But I want to know what the DNA of that child is. If that's that Russell child. I want to know. Or did a underground or a background lord trade me? They thought they had the masters to me or something like this. Or did they trade me to this particular masculine energy? And then the forever young boy energy, like from Little Monsters, boy underneath the ground that, let them people come up and torment kids or whatever like this. Unless that person got the daughter through me, through the iris scan, if that person spotted the Russell people's daughter and fell in love with her, like he was in love, it's like somebody that could be in love with me the whole time, and then they spotted that child, and then they changed the name to Kanika Jenkins or whatever, and then acting like something happened to this person. So this could be somebody trying to start off on like a poly thing or going polytheistic. I don't know, or going into a different culture tradition or something like this, and it just went really bad for this person because they went against God, but they want to make it seem like it's something else. So then these men are like single fathers. They get a good woman or something like this, or a witch that knows what he got in his hands. Okay, this is what I'm starting to think. Okay, system shut down. Ooh, hold on. All right. All right. So they want to shut something down now. Hold on. What we talking about? Let's finish talking then. Let's keep on talking. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody stole something here or was being sneaky or walked away with somebody's stuff, their swords, their children. They could have left two people behind. Okay, this could be even two adults and somebody took like three children. All right, but they're gonna have to give these back or something like this. This could be Cabbage Patch Kid children or something like this. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. See, that's what I'm saying. Somebody's losing their abundance because they gave some children away. Or somebody could have stole your children or kidnapped your children and swapped them out with clones and said you gave them away. And so this is why the finances wasn't coming to you. Okay, say somebody knew about your spouse. He was in a spiritual battle or secret societies and stuff. This is what they really talking about. So this person got called to join some kind of ranks somewhere or something like this. And this comes with cloning yourself. Because the way that they was fooling God's children is by making you think that everything, you're very accurate. Usually we have gifts, telepathic things and stuff like this. We're usually gifted in like at the minimal with these things. Like our senses are heightened. We can tell when people hook, like gang about to gang up on us, run up on us, like things like this. We're supposed to have these things so we can protect ourselves, right? All right. But it's just making me think that somebody did something else here with this situation here. Okay. Now I could be one of the oldest kids that made it through one of these kind of processes here. Because if I think about it, my dad was a single dad with me. Even though his girlfriend had two children, you know, I was still his only real responsibility, allegedly. Okay. Um, it's something about this single father. This is a cult or something like this here. And then the mother, the father gets bold enough to like cleave to the child, even if this is not sexual. It's still called emotional or sexual abuse because they cannot carry themselves. They don't have the emotions, the feelings, or something like this. And so once the mother stop see what kind of monster or narc that she's with, then the father will start to cleave onto a certain child, sap that it'll turn into a stone head, meaning that it just the child don't laugh, talk no more. It just turned into like a cold person that just maybe go to work and come home. They don't smile, they don't laugh. They might go with friends and stuff, but they don't care about their family members. They turn into a rockhead. This got to be like this Rock Nation kind of shit here. All right. And then they do it to another child. Once they done with stuffing in that one, then they do it sometimes right in front of the mothers. You might witness this in hindsight before you even leave the situation. But in some of these cases, the reason they want to make it seem like God is powerless, but in some of these situations, them children ain't God's. So you can't feel you do you understand what I'm saying? Or they not even children. So you can't even feel the way that you should. People looking at you like, oh, we all know that that's not her daughter, or we all know she ain't acting like that. She should be crying. I mean, she don't know that that's not her real child. We do. And she think that this person is doing this and she's not crying or something like this because it's not there's no connection there. And then after that, the person gets really like punching stuff around or something, kicking stuff around. This is like trickster. These are people of smaller stature, smaller build. They start kicking shit around, throwing out threats, things like this, right? The reason why some of us they held on us to so long because of the energy or the power, but you got to pay for that, baby. You don't use somebody for a power pack for 40 some years, whether they knew it or not, and get away with that. Hell no, you don't. No, you don't. So you thought I was gonna be one of these bitches that was gonna run out of here like my hair on fire, jump in my car and go run and take my man's money out the bank or something like this, strip all his money out the bank and go end up in New York City and say, "Oh, I came to New York City and by the time I got here, I only had $2 in my pocket, and then I ran into Jay-Z at the record label studio." Bitch, please, we're not doing that. I'm already the motherfucking Queen of England and the daughter of the chieftain. Wish with some old money. I'm not bragging because I don't have the money with me. In order to be bragging or I would have to have that shit sitting next to me and say, now look at me now. I have all this jewelry and money. Where have you ever seen, a book, a storyline, or something like this on a movie? When have you ever seen somebody really just in a rag? Usually people are more, you could tell it inside their energy here when you made it through something where you was supposed to be dead. This like you was stuck in the desert for 13 days and finally you reach a summit or a peak and there's actually some real water there and you like, oh my God, if I didn't get this water in 24 hours, I was about to be dead. And then you start screaming or you cry and break down on your knees. It's a very like humbling experience, right? Something like this, okay? But there's not gonna be any pride. Somebody gonna say you prideful because you jump up and down like, yes, oh, I just knew it. God was telling me that I was gonna find some water. And somebody's gonna call you prideful. It's only a little leak here. It's only a little thing. I can only like a couple bottles of water from this little puddle or something that I found. But I'm still, you said that that's prideful? You understand what I said? What the fuck you mean? I did that all on my own, from what I can tell. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to tell somebody. Better tell yourself the truth. You better tell yourself the truth. Because people trying to act like this some kind of competition. Who got the feistiest, like, lady boy, gay man or something. Like, they be putting these arguments up and stuff like this. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not performing for you. I'm not no damn performance monkey. I say what I feel is necessary to be said, what I feel like is coming from the source, and then I drop my mic and I move the fuck on. And I don't think about y'all no more throughout the day unless another little clue or something come up. I need to come on here on this channel. But these motherfuckers been just sitting here all this whole time. I'm telling you, studying somebody, whatever this is here. All right? Stealing. It keep on coming out. They keep on coming out. And then you thought that was going to happen. And then, this child going to hate me or something. And then there's other children out there that you spawned off of me. And they grew up on one of these birthing farms. Yeah, probably because how they say, what, in 2010, I think I was watching a documentary where some people were still on a plantation. Or they were still working on some sharecrop lands. As almost like a damn slave. You understand what I'm saying? And you don't think people got people in a mental prison or something like this? Almost like something is still some kind of way when all these other people is free. This is just the way you see. That's why it's very important for people to be able to interpret their own way of seeing something, because you don't know. Everything is not in the. So these are people that basically you telling me too that you somebody that searched by sight and not faith. Because you looking at me, you thinking that I'm sad because I'm laying on my couch every day and I could just be waiting. You thinking I'm depressed and I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? You thinking this and that or something like this, or you thinking I don't care about myself because I don't spend dollars on night cream and put it on my face every night before and do a ritual every night to conserve my beauty. Why? God doing it. God doing it for me. What I got to worry about that for? So the nature and God and the natural elements of myself is preserving myself. And then what? I had to look to somebody to wonder why? No, I'm not going to question it. This is what it is. You should ask yourself why you 30 years old looking like you 70. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. Some Aquarius energy could be falling here. All right. Or while you battling, you know what's right and what's wrong. You know who's good and who's bad. And you still battling which one you want to give the opportunity that only belongs to the one that did good works. But you battling between, once you say that, you already done fall. You falling. You fall. You done. Motherfuckers splicing DNA so that a certain person don't have to, it can't be the one to show up on their day when they supposed to get what God got for them. And forget hell, just burn these motherfuckers. We ain't got to worry about them trying to come back next season or whatever this is, so we can move on. Because they see that things ain't growing. They see the industry dying, but they still giving people hopes and dreams that you could be 50 years old going into the damn music industry as a rapper. And motherfucking real, all these people, Nicki Minaj and them, ain't even coming out with no new motherfucking records. And we know how this shit go. We done seen it go this way over and over and over again. You think I'm doing something? No, I'm just I'm forewarning you or after warning you or blowing the horn on you or showing you. Can you not motherfucker see? Can you not see? I mean, somebody's like, I just feel like people hating on celebrities, but y'all not even celebrities. These are a lot of social media. Some of the celebrities then been brought down to social media giants. That's what you are right there. Because you could not stay out of the limelight. You could not just sit your ass down somewhere. You just had to keep on doing something. And now you looking like you a social media and you see the pattern? I was your gift or something like this for whoever the fuck this is. I can't even take it. Like, you got to be trying to kid me. You got to be. We got an Aquarius energy in reverse here. Something is being revealed about what an Aquarius energy did or some Aquariuses or something like this. Now, I was saying the stars could be in reverse because the stars was supporting that person that don't have animosity. Somebody could be saying you hate God, you getting cast down. You don't hate God. Somebody saying you hate Satan. I mean, Satan is what Satan is. I don't have to hate Satan. Somebody is saying you hate the government. You hate NASA. You hate this. You hate you galaxy something. You hate outer space or something like this. Somebody is trying to say something like that. There's no animosity. There could also be people that are stars that they don't want to be a star no more. If they could cleave on to the Lord, they would rather be down here on earth and build something in a community or something like this that some people could build. After a war, there was supposed to be some people that get together and build a new community. This could be fallen angels that would rather be down here on earth with somebody like you or me or something like this than up there with a fake God or with a God that's going to do some shit like that or some Lord or something in the upper chambers. Because right here, it's not even saying that these people was in the heavens. They was in a high place. Somebody trying to fake something when heaven is on earth. Ooh, ooh. The high priestess. How dare you separate somebody from theyself, or if they was playing theyself, or this is my say this is myself when I was in 19 in when I was in 20 let me see 2015. Say say what's really going on right now instead of like that movie Gemini when they made that girl or that person to come in and kill that person. They made somebody like him to come kill him. Okay. Say somebody took all these things work together to keep my appearance with my social security number, with my life schedule or whatever that I'm supposed to be on. But they were rotating because I was being abused they didn't want God to see or a higher power to see that I was being abused. When they looked down, oh, she looked fine. But really, somebody just really hurt me really badly last night and took me to the royal hospital or a secret place or something like this and fixed me up, and I got to stay there for 2 weeks. And I'm in here getting recovery. I people start liking me or they don't like me or they mistreat me or something like this. Say this is what their reality is with me, but I'm sitting here running around in my reality like, no, I've never been I've never been in an abusive relationship where I was getting beat. I'm not saying good for you that you were. I'm just clearing the air about something because I could feel like somebody that looked like me or something that like me is being abused, or is in the like this, or this is a friend that's trying to make me go through a process because they settled for an abusive person, and you trying to tell me that this person is higher than me. When somebody went from abusive relationship to I'm talking about broken noses, ribs, stuff like this. These battered women that stayed for real. When they could have stopped it, when the person punched them the first time, they could have stabbed them or hurt them or stopped it right then. Okay? There's some twisted bitches out here that be supporting these men. Like, oh, you just mad. No, you're missing the whole fact. You're missing the whole crime. You're missing the whole spiritual law, the whole universal law, the law of attraction. You missing the biblical law. You missing Moses's laws. You missing all the laws. You missing all the morals. You missing all the fucking ethics, all the elements in the fact that we're not, you bitches is so childish. You want this to be about who like who, or that person don't like you no more. He like me more. He bought me a piece of hair, or he bought me. Bitch, nobody cares about that. Did you not miss all the other things that we are talking about that somebody did? That this cannot be going unseen? I'm different. I guess it's the rulers and the leaders and the commanders and the gods, because those are the first thing. Your beauty is never, your fine ass is never going to be a reason. It's always going to be about the works for me. Your looks can't get you in. It's never going to be about your money. Your money can't get you in. I need clothes right now. And in my situation, my person about to give me some money the other day. And he's like, oh, but when I do, I'm going to want to see you in my room or something like this. And we're not really on no terms like that right now. We in something real strange right now. And it just turned me off. And then the card sat there for a day or two. I was putting stuff in the shopping cart at first. And then I'm like, nah, I don't want it. And then he got mad one day. He just came home and snatched it out the jar where he put it in and walked up in his room off, flopping around like this. And then I'm just like, yeah. And I still feel okay after it. It's all right. Like, I don't know. It's just a thing. So these people don't have no standards or no nothing here like this. Okay. Yeah, somebody's gonna have to pay something back. Cause even if somebody was money hungry or a gold digger, then I would have just went, because we used to play games like that in our relationship. Everything was going smooth in our relationship, and I'd be like, yeah. And he'd be like, come on, man. The other day when you did that one thing, and I'm like, what? And then I go about my business or whatever. And I know that he like longing for it or something like this. But then, sometimes I'll just be like, oh, you mean this thing? And then I'll just do it again or something like this. And then sometimes it'd be like, oh, that one thing. Well, I was thinking I need to go in here. I wanted one of them new things like this, or this pair of shoes I seen or whatever like this. And then it's like, okay, go ahead, get it or whatever like this. And then just, there's nothing said or whatever. And then maybe like within a day or two, I'm like, for the thing that you got me or whatever this, whatever like this. So it's not like I'm a no fucking prostitute. It was my I thought it was my husband the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Or like I'll give you that one kind the one that I give you on your birthday. Birthday sex. The one that I give you on your birthday. Because then they say, why men only get ties and they only get this, and you want to give him the same old coochie he been having all year. I ain't the one that made the deals. That motherfucker asked for it every time. See, you would think I'm telling you about my relationship, but I'm really not telling you anything deep. Nothing that nobody on the, oh, what do you do for your, if somebody's dating, a celebrity is dating somebody, what do you give him for oh, he really likes to do like this or whatever. And he likes to ride horses. So we go to, da, 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 da. They're not telling about their relationship. They're talking about a circumstance or a situation or something like this. It's nothing no different. But if we really want to hear about what we think the real deal on these people, you have to go to like a gossip columnist or something like this. And they get digging all up in that shit and then try to tell you what it is that, the person really was saying. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not telling you nothing about I'm not sitting here talking, putting my shit on no damn blogging thing or something like some of these families do to get a nice house or something like this and then put themselves on the spotlight. That's not what this is. This is helping people understand some type of warfare that we're battling. That's what a Christ will be coming to do. He ain't going to be sitting here reading these same scriptures every day to you like this, but I bet you what come out my mouth is scripture. You understand? So, I don't need these people playing around with me. You got a gang of people that was doing this to battle against God. And that's just the bottom line. Six of Pentacles in reverse. They're going to have to pay something back at the end of the day. These are people that are connected to me. So you could start there. It's not like I knew this my whole life and I walked around here like, yeah, I know I got star seeds and stuff around me. I didn't know this my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't acting like nothing but myself my whole life, for real. A little bit, I think, besides the MK Ultra or something that they was using. Or the radio, whatever they was using. So I forget what we was, because sometimes I get to going off and I'm just talking and I can't even remember what I'm saying. But y'all got the points that I put out. Okay. You got the points that I put out. These people ain't even big and bad for real. These people is, and again, I would have to ask, if I did grow up and I grew up around these people and they was big and bad, like, whoa, they could have really hurt me. They could have really hurt me. You thought that you was going to set me up and have some little kid or something like this come in here and fill on my butt or something when I was asleep, and then sit there and put the shit online like she's a pedophile. Look at this. But it would never surface. You so scared to put it on the real online. You change the names. You change what's actually going on the image. You fake. You fake. Because I feel like these people they stole something here. 3 children. This could be also a man was using somebody, or somebody in your situation, in your family, in your community, or in this coven or this group. They um they stole these children and they moved away. Somebody took these children and they moved away. So say I had children, and I had all my 3 children by 2003. No, Okay, 99, one, the oldest, and then 2002, the twins, I think. Okay, so on 9/11, I was pregnant with my twins. Either them damn twins so early out of my womb and swapped it out, or they took them from the hospital, they took them a little bit later, by the age of 3, whatever their protocol is. But you would have had to take you would have had to take an awakened version of the spouse with a sleeping version of me. Who does that? When somebody's saying with that song, Hallelujah, you used to be my sweetest song, and now I know the auto tune was off. No, you're caught taking way advantage of somebody to be stingy, nasty, stinky, dirty, and greedy. And I'm telling you right now, if this person was dealing with another woman outside of the union or outside relationship, and the person had a baby and they were scared of the God back then, so instead of killing these children, they made another person carry them, because these people would not be able to continue to be in some type of group or angels or something if they were found out to be doing whatever this was. The mother, get what I'm about to tell you. So the baby was in my stomach. The mother of this child, the real mother of the child that the baby in the stomach, rather this is a transgender that got somebody pregnant, meaning a woman with a phallus that got me pregnant, or this child would be this child is really the product of my person in another woman, but they made me put it in my stomach. You understand? Okay? Because even at my young age, when I got pregnant, I was not scared that I was going to be fat or nothing. Soon as I had my baby, my stomach was snatched back. My reality. Now, if these people have been transporting me thousands and millions and trillions of times, everything that something happened in my life, these people have been rotating me and moving me and changing me, and I did not be able to pick. My only thing that feels bad is that I was not able to pick up that this is what was going on. But even when I was young, I wouldn't have said, I don't want to have this baby, or I'm going to kill it or something, because I don't want my stomach to get big. I didn't think like that when I first found out that I got pregnant. I just didn't. And when I had my baby, my stomach snatched right back. My stomach was snatched right back when I had my first child. It wasn't until later on I was scared to have another baby, and I got on the Depo-Vera shot, and then I got big. And ever since then, I've been big. That's just how it worked. Okay. But after I had my baby, I was right back in that little red dress. I remember I had that red dress with the little keyhole thing right here, tied up right here. The motherfucker it was like a bodycon dress. You know what I'm saying? And my stomach and everything was just fine. I gained like 12 pounds when I was pregnant. And even with my other first daughter, I only gained like under 20 pounds, 15 pounds, something like this. With the twins, it was under 20 pounds. You know, some people gain like 100 pounds when they're pregnant. I only gained 20 pounds or less, 10 to 20 pounds with both of these pregnancies, even with my twins. And after that, my stomach went down. I actually got skinnier right after I had the children than I was. It's almost like when I was pregnant, the body was like, I wasn't really like stuffing my face either that much. So I was like, whatever I wasn't eating, I was a little conscious about what I was eating when I was pregnant with my twins. And I think that whatever fat the babies needed, I was not balancing, getting the nutrition still, because I already extra weight on me before. All right. So I already had a little bit of weight on me before I got pregnant with them. So it basically, they just was holding on to that weight. And as I went through the pregnancy, they were eating off that fat almost. It almost made me think. And then when I got finished having my twins, I went down in weight a lot. And then I just tried to keep it, I tried to keep it down. So anyways, none of that really is that important. But I feel like they're trying to say, oh no, I moved you. Oh, you are Miami or whatever. I moved you because you didn't remember, you didn't want your stomach. I never said that. I never said that. That wasn't me. Or this is some man that been treating his wife like a doll. He got the cold to make the wife into a doll, or a family, or a community, or a clique, or a coven, or some people, or a god, or a lord, or whatever it is, and was going to use that doll and have it do certain things, and then at the end take away the throne from that person. When the person ain't a doll, this is a whole heavenly being, or everything is being taken up in heaven, and these people looking up in the sky, and heaven really up inside me, or whatever you think that you burning, or you taking, or you doing something like this, and it's getting put right back into you when you think you sipping on my motherfucking energy and walking and here like you healed yourself, and you're not giving God the grace and the mercy and the gratitude for what the fuck was done for you. These people is getting on my nerves. And the only thing you got is the clues to keep somebody bound or keep them stagnant. That's the only thing you're being able to do. But stagnancy, baby, is strength. Stagnancy is strength. Stagnancy is strength. Somebody could be in with somebody, but it could be off balance here. And then we got the strength in reverse because somebody's with a foreign person, or somebody don't do stuff the way that they supposed to do it, or they don't think that they do something the way something is. This could be somebody trying to bring a demon or a devil into the heavens or something, like into a higher realm or something. The highest I think people are literally, it's like me, people like me that had a pure heart, but they maybe didn't have to battle like me. They maybe had the looks to get them in easily. They're just beating me or handling me some kind of way because they don't, it's something, or because I'm the real thing, right? So you have to fight through these levels or something to get to that part and stay like pure, okay? There could have been some people still up there, but most of the other layers is it's not, something is dirty. The whole shit is dirty. I told you, most people that are OCD and they keep their house super pretty, like them Kardashians keep them fucking houses, like them Barbie dream houses, is biting off somebody else's energy. One. Second thing is, people usually have a problem within themselves that's dirty. Why they have to make sure that all they stuff on the outside is, and again, I'm not a fucking Kardashian. They didn't allow me to be, well, not this version, unless Kim Kardashian is my clone. They didn't allow this version to be on no motherfucking TV show where people are going to be recording in your house all the time. So, of course, if people were recording in my house. Now, you're not going to force me to clean my house because some people in some dark place is illegally recording me and trying to do the same thing that they were doing on the Kardashians or something. I want you to find these motherfuckers and I want you to kill them motherfuckers because I also am a queen. And queens do not like to be, it's illegal, and they do not like to be recorded behind their back or for other reasons here. The only place that's a motherfucking recording should be is in the damn palace tower at the front gate. You know what I'm saying? With somebody coming up in there trying to see if they can get in the gates. Other than that, it shouldn't be none of that. We got the world card in the upright, like in a fool, only a fool thinking if somebody's doing all this to trust that person. I cannot trust some person. Where did you get all this from? You obsessed with this person. Where did you get all this shit from? You obsessed with this person. But I feel like somebody is, but you messed up some, because somebody, I'm gonna make you feel my love. No, you cannot, because something that you did in the past, something that you did removed you. That you didn't even have to. Because whatever you gave this other bitch or something like this, or this other person, was mine. And now you looking like, oh, it ain't working no more. Something is wrong. Okay, well, let's go get and you ruined this soul. You ruined this soul. Somebody ruined this soul. Yeah, they did. Okay, but this could also be somebody like, okay, piss her off like this because I know she gonna come like that, and then that's how we gonna be able to do like that. You know, somebody is doing something here, y'all. Okay, but again, somebody's centering everything and abusing you and separating you from everybody and then abusing you or throwing things at you or something like this. The person ain't got no choice but to focus on themselves in something like this. And then testify or not testify because then we'll be in court, but give their testimony or something like this here. So somebody don't want to be in this two of cups energy by this snake no more. This could be somebody that experienced one with it and one without it. Somebody could have been trying to think that they was brave by going ahead and experiencing it first so that they could tell you yes or no, you shouldn't do it. But whoever this person is used to be, this person wasn't supposed to have you in the first place. This version of this person or this person, they was not supposed to have you in the first place. Or this a hurt little boy and a hit dog will holler, and somebody is, they know they did wrong. This is somebody that was bragging like they had you and all, you doing this, and then you find out that the version of you that this person had was a robot. And they would make it cry and say, please don't cheat on me anymore. I just love you and everything like this. And they know the real you would have got rid of their ass a long time ago. Somebody did a whole theatrics here. I mean, I'm just trying to tell you, somebody did a whole theatrics to make it seem like they ran game on you, or this is somebody that'll blow your brains out and then make you sit there at home while they go cheat on you with multiple women to get you back. But you, nobody, everybody else can see the person doing it to you, but your brains, you can't see the person doing it. So what are you, know what you trying to get some approval from other people? Because some people found out that your wife or something cheated on you, or your wife was having a crush on a celebrity, or your wife was having a crush on the police officer down the thing that always come through or something, or at her work, the security guard. And so the way you thought you would get the person blow their brains out so they brain dead, and then just let everybody else see that, look, now I'm doing it to this person. Get the fuck out of here. I can't take this. I can't take it seriously. We got a Virgo in the reverse. This Virgo could be mentally ill, or they just in love. They just in love. This the way this shit goes. You gotta live and die, lose and win. It's something like that. Like somebody did this over and over again. Now you're getting it back. This could be somebody like somebody could have the spirit of one of these people that I told you. Like, Michael Jackson, we really didn't know him. We knew him just about his, his skills. Elvis was somebody that was a dancer and he had skills and stuff like this, but we knew him because of the girls. You know Drake because of the so-called girls. But really, you don't even really know. I really don't know when it comes to Drake. I don't know. You know, Kanye is being more of a perplexed, different kind. It was something different than what we was normally, you know. I mean, it's something like a little bit, collegey mixed in with it, a little scholarly mixed in with something that, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Like I said, I can't name who the fan base. These what they say, the Otha Yay. This could be some program people or something like this. Here's some kind of way here. All right. It could be some robots or something. That's why we're not picking up on the energy here. Okay. Yeah, somebody could be, this could even be you or me. Somebody want me or you to be like this and looking at this person in some relationship here. Okay. Or this person is sitting here sick because they wanted this with you, or, ooh, they wanted this with somebody and they not getting it. Well, it fell in reverse. So yeah, this person is sick because they wanted this and they not getting it now because they let these people influence them. And they could be with like a little girl, like this, like an Ice Spice energy, or some little shouty. Like these are little shouties. You know what I'm saying? Even Glorilla is a little bit older, but these are shouty. Like Krishan is a shouty. Okay. This could also be like, again, the group of people that I was around when I was in my hometown. Somebody's like, oh yeah, since you're going, they're still laughing, they're still having fun, they're still going to their family house or something. But somebody knows that the soul of something, or the something that something that has that something that changes waves and creates, like, you can't see this, but there's a certain level of people that look for certain talent that can see this. Somebody creates, they set trends or something like this, right? The trendsetter, the core element or something is missing from something. Yeah, and that's fun to look at for a certain amount of time, and then we got to get to the next thing now. Okay, so it's something like that, because the truth is, with a lot of people in the world, they're not family oriented no more. The whole family to get in for those barbecues and stuff like this. Yeah, some people could be doing it, but a lot of the people are afflicted now. They gotta sit. They didn't get to Hollywood. They sit in these regular neighborhoods, and they're sitting there afflicted because now they're drinking. Now they're doing drugs. Now the family is deteriorating because you tried to go against what God was showing you was something different. God was about to probably take some of these underdogs or these children that was lost or hidden, or Christ said, I came for the, he said, I have only come for the children or something like this of the lost. Okay. mm, the lost tribes of Judah. All right. So Christ or Jesus did not come back for everybody. Will you hear what I'm saying? So somebody could have, this could have happened even a while ago, but the person left this one for whatever reason: jealousy, envy, love, bravery, some kind of heroic act. Somebody thinks that they're in charge of everything. You're not. This is the problem with somebody, too. You're saying something is not fitting the narrative. People are listening to you, but you're not the only one that says something and gets shit to move. Somebody is not supposed to be doing that right now. They don't understand that. We got the emperor, you got the emperor, and you have this person here. So this could be something going on between the emperor and this king of confirmation. Or I don't know, somebody could be looking at two people like this. Because I was getting the energy that people was calling me and my person two kings at one point in time. But this person could be sulking and acting all like this or something, and you're acting like this. These are energies here. Now, I'm not going to say there's no sex in tarot, because there is. That's why we got an emperor and an empress. But if people are reading your energy, somebody's seeing you stead forward, standing strong, and somebody else something is starting to show on this person. Some kind of hate. Not no no no. Something like this person don't want to lose you. This could be like a guy that never like to, you know, y'all done had this argument when you was boyfriend and girlfriend. You got married. You got married. You had this same argument. Oh, you're just too stiff or something like this. And you done had kids and everything. You thought that would bring out some fun side or some excitement out of this person or something. Nope. They still sit there like a statue. Then, y'all both go on some kind of journey, spiritual journey. The person y'all come back, they still standing next to you looking like a statue. You didn't sit here and suffered alien and witch abuse and everything like this, and this motherfucker don't know what to do to help you. You starting to think that this motherfucker even doing something to you. He the one that why the aliens and witches is doing something to you, and they still whatever. But because I said somebody was trying to explain this the other day. So with your confiding in these bitches about deep shit that you shouldn't be talking to about nobody but your wife, but you reject or refuse to give this to your wife, you motherfuckers gonna get it. Because I think these cult members here. Okay? Now you could have gave her a happy life. You could have gave her everything. All the girls could have been jealous of her. But it was some one thing that somebody was asking for that you act like you couldn't give them, and you was giving it to somebody else behind her back. When they say it in the Bible, even in your mind, it's still a wrong thing. So if you don't want nobody to see, you scared. Because some people will do stuff. They don't want people to see the actual. They don't like to draw attention to themselves. They don't like people looking at them. So I think these people created a narrative in their head where they can use telekinesis to do things with a group of people here and act like they're so smart and so advanced. But the person would have had to take whatever this is from this TikTok energy in order to do so. They didn't just get it on their own. So they kept me or you. I'm that energy. They kept me or you out of the thing. I'm who you want to express your feelings to. But you gonna use another bitch. You don't never do no shit like that with a woman. You don't never do that with a woman. She'll never talk to your motherfucking ass again. If I'm an intuitive and you send another intuitive to me, that's you might well fuck that bitch right now. You might as well be having sex with her in front of my face. Cause a real motherfucker ain't gonna look at you the same. Telling you now. So you could think it's cute, or she could have tricked you. This is another thing. Oh, you listen to the woman, motherfucker. Stay your ass over there. You listen to the woman, bitch. I'm God. You listen to the woman. Get your ass over there and see how she treats you. We got the sun. Because I want to know what it feels like, too. It's a lot of shit that I want that I never asked for from nobody. And I gave willingly care, friendship, loyalty to a lot of people. Everybody that I was close with. And so I'm going to get that shit back. I came to worry about myself getting that shit back from somebody. It don't even have to be a lot of people. It could just be one person. I already got it for myself. So what's next? Oh, girl, find that in yourself. Yeah, I already did that. Now what's next? You understand? People can sometimes it's a thing to say, but people can complete each other. Somebody talking that shit, you might be even came back on this planet thousands of times with somebody. That could be a problem that we're suffering from too. And this time you got to do it different. You got to find that little something or that glitch or something and fix it. You see? So it ain't even the stories in Egyptology and whatever y'all teaching and shit like this. No, because when Anubis was some of them relationships got to change. That's the problem. The way you keep on saying it like this, it keep getting done like that, and then nothing is changing, and then you say ain't no change. These is for people that know that you use the spell work when you're doing this. That's who this is for. You got to be able to tap in. What that mean by search by sight? I mean by not by sight. And what these kind of meanings mean is you got to already have something in there. When you're reading this shit, you could go in my mind and find all the key codes and stuff like this. Oh, chapter, yeah, da 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 da. You can even relay it the kind of way that I would in my mind, how meticulously the words will unravel for me. Okay. All right. Why didn't you do it all this time? You were already an advanced being doing this. Why didn't you do it all the time? Why did you wait until I brought it up? But you don't have it written in your heart. So it's not going to work out the same way for you and them that believe in you and trust in you that's doing it that way. You know, you can't convince me that this is a big old prison. I said that I'm standing on a prison, that I am starting to realize that this is something where since I was a child, I was raised in some type of system where I was standing on the platform or the black and white checkerboard floor of some type of prison system where all the friends and family and people in this community was stuck in that system or something. But it's my footstool. I didn't say that I am in a motherfucking prison. So you can't convince me that I'm in prison. You can't convince me of that. You can't crush my mind or keep me from a wide expand way of thinking. You know how they say, oh, when Malcolm X and them was in jail or whatever like this, he started reading the Bible or, something like this, or he started reading the Quran, and that's how, you see what I'm saying? Somebody could be taking my experience for growth and development and adding on some type of prison, or there is some false imprisonment thing that, again, by knowing my DNA now, you would have to take me right up. I wouldn't have to plan a getaway plot. I'd be taken up out of here, and your system and all the other systems like it to be torn the fuck up out of here for fucking around with me. Because it was never for me. It was, and the fact that if you take a chicken, you got a chicken farm, but you got a lion or a tigers and stuff on there because you run a circus too. Yeah, you can take a chicken and put it in the lion's den, and you want, that's your prize chicken that give you all the hen eggs. But why the fuck would you do that? Because eventually it might be able to hide or something for like a day or two, but then it's going to be gone. And then if you put but unless you put a lion, because with the Henley name on the mother side for me, and now if you put a lion in the pen with a whole bunch of hens, it's gonna be a problem. Or somebody could have seen, oh, don't you know there's a lion in here with these hens? And so they moved all the hens out the way. And then now you just got the lion in the pen. and they keep running around the feet or something like this, or you do some shit like this or something like this, another animal, you could use a different animal in these, you know. What did you think if somebody saying that you harmed, even if you did? What do you think was gonna happen when the lion realized it wasn't a chicken? Even though I ain't did shit to nobody, they doing stuff to me. But now you got the chickens that got a lion. A lion. They done ripped off the robe of a lion, and they walking around with a lion's robe on their back. But of course, we can look at the chicken and know with the robe on and know it's not a damn lion. It would be crazy for the hens to even beg the lion to come back home. We all free now. There's no more cages. Come on back. Something was necessarily, it was meant to happen the way that it's happening right now. But ain't no damn, even if this was a circus, ain't nobody ever came to watch no chickens perform at no motherfucking circus. So why are the chickens in the spotlight? Why are the chickens on stage? Why are the chickens in the movies and on TV? Wearing the lion's coat. Wearing the Ryan. That's what my D baby. She can't pronounce it yet. And she called it a Ryan. Oh, it's a lion. Instead of a lion. My fault. But, you know. And then you wonder why you ain't got your return on profit, but they ass is fat, or but they so nice looking, or but these is but they told us to promise to keep these people in the. Okay, well then you losing out. Shit, I ain't got nothing to say about it. You heard me? We got Queen of Wands energy in the union here in reverse. Okay. And so somebody's like, yeah, and now hallelujah, I don't gotta deal with you no more. And that's good because I ain't gonna have to deal with your ass no more. Somebody think they know it all. This is like you had the person. Why wouldn't you want this person to be with you everywhere you go? Why are you trying to sneak my energy? This ain't sneak dissing. This is like somebody got me trapped up in their house in a closet, and when they need to know something, they come in. They cloned me, and my Ace of Cups is in this person in their closet. When they want to know something, give me all the information, or they put me on a machine or something, get the information, then they go stand. Today we're gonna do this, but you're still doing it all wrong. Like I don't know, somebody is getting on my. Let's see. And don't say you a follower when you ain't nowhere near me, but I know that you communicating with people that's around me. Ah, we got a ruler and a lawmaker here. And then oppression. So somebody's supposed to be a ruler and a lawmaker, and somebody's oppressing this person. This was on top of this person's head is oppression. Somebody's trying to oppress someone that's supposed to make laws that help our people. And they're supposed to be ruling. And that's why this person is about to lose their life. They know why. They're out right now trying to scramble up something or do something, whatever this is. Okay. And then we got deposed or loss of title. They could have tried to do this to you or me, and this may be about to happen to this person. Right? Somebody, yeah, because this child, I don't know, something making me think that somebody evaded capture, okay? And then they healed themselves from a non-contagious disease, or they had a disease or something. They got caught trying to heal themselves off of something, all right? And then they could have went to Mexico. Who, who, whoever ran, they went to Mexico, and they might be going in prison in Mexico. Whoever this is that evaded capture. Or they're still trying to do like a cyber world, and they think that they can have me here out of the loop, not knowing what's going on with my all energy. I have to examine it with all my stuff. So I have to be put all the way together to do what I need to do here. And you think you could keep me in a regular situation and you could go get on TV or sit in the White House or something like this, siphon the energy from me and go and do the same thing that I'm supposed to be doing. You're not doing that. These people need to get out. This is like something that like a person behind the scenes, like the White House was left to me or something. And somebody was supposed to bring me the information and shit like this. And they didn't do this. We got devil energy in reverse. They could be going through something here. All right. Somebody don't want to burden you, or they don't want to feel burdened no more. Somebody could have lost a star. We got a star in reverse. Ten of wands and the devil in reverse. I don't know, maybe somebody, a celebrity is trying to do something with the presidency or something. They're faking over there. Or this person is going to have to lose this Aquarius energy. Something could be a little bit more heightened. So the birth chart is just your slave plantation. To me, it's your slave papers. What the man would put it in that book. You know, Bessie May. You know, this date. Her cheering. You know, Natalie, Veronica. You know, whatever like this. But who was her slave owner? Big George Johnson and you know, Lydia Johnson, by way of Colonel Lieutenant Samuel Jackson. You know how they would trace back where they came from. Off they were sold, or I bought them on the port in the Newport, Rhode Island, on the, you know, some shit like this. That's basically what it is. But they pick some people that they would put in a higher position than us. Some of these could be celebrities, so they wouldn't say, "Oh, Gemini in your chart. These is the people that's kind of trying to control your world, your life, your something, or your prison papers." Now they want to put me all the way down to make me get mad and rise up and tear the whole thing down. But some of these people deserve to be, should be. Your sentence has been extended since you sacrificed little children and killed them and took their name and identity and went out in the world and lived the life that an innocent child of God was supposed to go live, or the destiny. Or you performers that have performed songs that's so conceited and so haughty and so, but you mad because I'm a little, you wanted to make me a little one, but I'm actually something big. And I won't just think about myself the way you want me to think about me after you think you done broke me or broke me down. And then you want me to believe that the person that made millions of dollars, money, the root of all evil, and did this shit and got half naked on stage is supposed willingly, because I've never willingly taken my clothes off for anybody to take pictures of me. You this is the trick. If you studied everything that God showed you in that entertainment, or my father in the entertainment, or the people that first started this, because think about it, back in Hollywood, naked nudity and all this other stuff, and you know, sex and that was not a part of it in the beginning. So they could talk about the people in old Hollywood, but it wasn't always this way until you let Mommy Watson in. It's still a trickster spirit. It wasn't always that way. It was really about the creatives. It was really about the creativity. But you want to enslave the ones that really have that in their bloodline, and we ain't even on that no more because dying. So we not even on that no more. It's like we've become the storyline or some shit like this. I don't know. So that's why I'm saying people getting something they know nothing about. But they think they know something about. I'm in the industry. I know. She's always talking about this. You never even been in the industry. Yeah, because it's in somebody's blood. You never gave the person a chance. You didn't spend 46 years. Y'all didn't by keeping somebody out even of the background, right? A producer or somebody that not a writer or nothing, but just a owner of a company or something. You kept somebody out for that vampire old immortal self or something. If somebody's doing some weird shit like that, this is the head the shit that's coming up out of my head. Empress, because the Empress is the center of information. You might well call her New York Times or something like this, or the Sun Times said. It may not be interpreted by stopping. So somebody hates. You see what I'm saying? So you would have wanted this person to be in the star because they would have the fair something that came and he did not know the people. Like Jesus said, "Oh, for I have not known. Don't come over here now." This somebody thought that they about to do this to me, but they about to turn around and find out that they was doing this to because they knew I am that and they not. But they was hoping that their presence on earth would make people think that they are that and I'm not, by showing that I don't have money or that I didn't do this or I didn't brush my teeth or I took a piss in the trash can because somebody been playing with my uterine my uterine tract. And sometimes when I be trying to walk up the stairs, I can't hold the pee. So I just be like, fuck that. And then I will go in the garage and do something like that. Or in the morning time, I can't make it up the stairs because as I walk up the stairs, the pee is leaking because somebody was messing around with my urinary tract. It's not nothing that's happening with age. Somebody's doing that. Okay. And so I might come outside if it's still come outside and piss in the secret spot. Yes. And so you're trying to say that I'm doing something that's foreign. What I could do stairs. That's what I'm doing. Who said it's illegal to go pee outside if I had to? Niggas do it all the time. Then you're gonna show this online on the dark web and say whatever. And don't change nothing about what I am that you ain't. I don't have to prove nothing to you because I'm the only one. And so you don't know what it's like to be me, even if you steal the information and try to interpret it unless you me. So who's judging me? Yeah, you understand? Okay. So kid, or you should have did this or something a long time ago, or this could be you. You got a dog around. Somebody is a person around you is really one of you. Supposed to be a loyal dog or Laurel. Somebody's name could be Laurel. Matter of fact, this looked like this boy Laurel. I used to know a boy named this at school. I think his name was Laurel. I think it was a boy this name. He was a nice looking little boy. I don't know, but anyways, or like have a dragon, but these people separated your dragons or your children from you and now you can't. They've learned from these people. You can't control them. Whatever mystical things they learned here, um, mystical. Kind of look like this person too. Um, Somebody's like you should have trained them up because now this dragon might be coming around burning you, or this demon might be as strong as demon, and now it's hurting you. Not it was not God's plan. Again, somebody stuck on earth that's supposed to be in heaven, or somebody that's supposed to be in heaven. And I'm not talking about a dead person that go to heaven after you die. I'm talking about this is a different kind of something, right? Because heaven is a mental to me. It's not actually a location. Um, or what it say in high places, because high places don't necessarily mean heaven, but I think the definition for heaven did open up my eyes a long time ago about something about the placements of it. I can't remember. I did the video a long time ago. I can't remember right now. All right, the Eight of Wands here in reverse, because somebody could have been doing this stuff but you didn't understand why they was doing it, and you still have to fight your battle and all these other battles or whatever too. And it's like somebody was using that to say, see how ungrateful you see what I just did last night, but you did that in front of all these other all of these degenerates, or you did it in front of all these people that didn't need to know that you did it to show off. You didn't do it in front of the person or explain it to the person that you did it to, or you say you did it for. So that person therefore will not know, even if something graceful happened, therefore the person don't know who did the graceful act, so they don't know who to speak to. These days you better be careful who you think you praying to or you talking to your head to. They ain't telling you that. They ain't telling you that TD Jakes is hooked up to this neurochip and Geno Jennings and all this shit, and that's who you actually probably praying to, because these people sprung from around me as a fountain as a child that gave them some type of advanced knowledge or some kind of advanced something, and then since they were good at being like pastors or snake oil salesmen or speakers or getting the people that could get popular and get the attention of many people, you let them through. And somebody is just too easy for it's too easy for you to communicate and talk to people. Could also be a reason why the first 8 years or 10 years that I probably lived in this house, or however long it's been, somewhere in between, I didn't meet anybody because the wrong people were on the planet at the time. These were people that was hiding from me and stealing from me. They used to hide from you, lie to you. But somebody else was one of them too, a Virgo, right? Only if you knew that you was you when these people were singing these songs to you, or me, or whatever this is. Nobody asked. Why it seemed like the Lord ain't responding to us? We was told it was supposed to happen like this. Why it seemed like nobody asked? Because y'all was hoping somebody separated the soul from the body or something for a time. They may not be able to do it forever, and now this person want to keep this body and walk around the earth in it. My body that was being prepared for me to go into this next life with. Somebody want to be that body. And I think it's this damn Gemini. And it's just not going to be happening. Yeah, somebody loved themselves too much. And not on that old creepy kind of, you know what I'm saying? Or becoming a lover of themselves. Okay? The world card with the 3 of Swords here. All right? And then we got all these other people in the reverse. That's like you're supposed to be able to have 10 years to find a new mate on earth that works better for you so y'all could do bigger things and be a power couple. But the person you with work with all these other people and try to act and dog you and everything. And at the end, the other angels just let this person keep you when they know that the person, like, we ain't got to pretend no more. We know what all this was all about. We won, or this already happened. So why you still doing that to that person or something like this? Like, I don't know. Somebody's weird. Somebody's weird. Absolutely. They just are. Hold on.